What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great day as always. Today we got some new toys to test out. I am rocking the new Dragon Plus frames from NN Skates. NN Skates says this is one of their favorite frames personally, so I am really excited to get on these and just give them a roll for myself. This is kind of not really a structured review video. This is more of a first look, my first impressions. So let's just play around and I'll give you my thoughts on these things when we're done. Let's get it. All right, let's chat for a minute. Things that I noticed right off the bat. Wheels. I know I'm not reviewing the wheels here, and I know these are great wheels, but man, it's been plaguing me a bit, like just grabbing all over and tossing my body in weird ways that it's a bit challenging. But the things I notice about these frames, they feel longer. Like, I mean, of course they do, because they got 90s on the fronts and backs now instead of 80s. Like, I almost feel like I'm on a 6-wheel or something. Is it good? Yes and no. I really like it for like when I'm doing spins or jumps or something like that. The platform is amazing. Also with the wizard moves, so long as the wheels are sliding and able to break free, it really helps that fore-aft movement. So if you kind of get a little too far forward or too far backwards, you're not going to just slip out right away. It gives you a little bit more of that kind of control in those wizard skate moves, which is really, really nice. But with my wheels right now, it just gives you that much more contact to grab, for the wheels to grab, which right now, first impressions on fresh frames, fresh wheels, the longer frame is actually a not so good thing, but that's because of the wheels. I believe the ride height is about the same as my old Dragons, which is really cool. So the look down at least and the feel on these things, I feel like I'm riding a bigger wheel setup and I feel lower to the ground because those front and back wheels come up closer to the boot. You know, I think it's just an optical illusion and kind of a mental thing, but I think the mental thing is kind of good. The same that I think having a setup that you're proud of and it looks good can help your skating. You know, there's a lot of mental stuff that goes on in the head. If you think you're lower to the ground, you're lower to the ground. I know physically you're not, but there's something in the mind that makes you feel that way. And I kind of like that feeling that, you know, I am on bigger wheels and I'm still so low to the ground. There's something to be said about that. The weight on these, they are a little heavier than my old Dragons, the 5x80s, which makes sense. You know, we're rocking another 20 mil worth of wheel size on each foot. Nothing that's affecting me in my skating right now. One thing I kind of worry about, you know, when frames get so long is the, you know, flexibility of them. Are they flexing? Are they giving? These feel very solid. Like, we're talking hardly any flex at all. Which is really nice for power transfer, and just, you know, you're not getting that slop on them. The only downside I would say to these, just right out of my head, I've been on a mixed frame setup before. I said the same thing about them. The downside is I like mixed wheels, but I don't, because once you get that set of wheels for this frame, you're kind of stuck. I mean, you gotta use those wheels just on this frame until they're dead. There's no real swapping them around. You're kind of buying a wheel set for these frames. Not the end of the world, because most wheels stay on frames, but it takes away that ability to really kind of move them around to other frames. I think that's all I want to say for now. I'm gonna get back to skating. If anything else pops up, I'll make sure to add it to the end of this video, so stick around. Let's go. What do I think of these frames? Well, I pretty much went through everything I was gonna go through earlier in this video without, extensive testing, and really a worn-in set of wheels on these is really necessary to get a full review. Like I said, it's just a first quick look at these. Do I like them? Heck yeah. I honestly think once these wheels are worn in and to the point where my other ones were, I think I'm going to get, I think these are gonna be better than my original Dragon frames. And I love those frames. The original Dragon frames, I loved them because they were a great mix. More weighted towards the wizard skating, but they had the ability to do, because of like the longer length, the extra wheel, they were a good urban frame as well. I really enjoyed urban skating in the Dragons as well. I think these are going to shine even more in the urban environment because of the bigger wheels in the front and back to roll over stuff more smoothly, having the longer wheelbase just for getting more speed, having more stability when you're cruising at speed. Also landing, having that wheelbase. I think these are going to be an amazing frame for urban skating. Yeah, and they're still great for wizard skating, just flatland in place too. I don't know if they're as good in my opinion, at least right now, as my old Dragons. I kind of think there's, like I said, I like the longer frame wheelbase for that fore aft balance, but I think there's almost a diminishing returns on length in frame length, at least for wizard skating. I like it long, but these might be pushing it just a hair longer. They might be a tad on the longer side, and the 5x80 original Dragons might have been that sweet spot for length for me. But that being said, I think they're great for wizard skating as well. Would I recommend these to people? Who would I recommend them to? I think these are a great all-around frame. I think you buy these and you're pretty much, as long as your foot is, somewhere in the 40 plus range EU, that would be like an 8 US men's, I think, or larger. I think these are great. Any smaller than that, these might be a little too long and big for you. Yeah, I would say, anybody can get on these. The people are really going to enjoy them are going to be the intermediate to advanced people that are doing more wizard-like moves or jumps or whatnot. I don't think the beginners are going to get enough out of them to spend the money on them, to be honest. But yeah, that's just a quick first look, guys. If you guys have any other questions, I would be happy to answer them below. I hope to get out on these in the near future, like an urban session, and do kind of a first look review like this out in the field, as they say. But yeah, if you guys just like this video, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell so you don't miss any of these uploads. And until next time, guys, just keep rolling.